Hi and welcome to Real World Motorcycling. So, what have you all been up to? Well, I'll tell you what I've been up to. We took a trip to Silverstone to watch the first round of the BSB.
With him.
Scott Redding.
Oh, you're a Scott Redding fan. He was topping the timesheets a little bit ago. Do you think he's going to go all the way this year? Some people are saying yes, if he can get into the showdown.
I think he'll be in at least the top six, definitely. I think both of the Ducatis will do really well with the new V4 engine now. So, yeah, I'm very confident. And I
So, we've made it onto Eurosport Live with the lovely Rachel Stringer. It was really good fun. We had a brilliant day down, or should I say a brilliant weekend down at Silverstone. Tickets were £38 for all weekend, Friday, Saturday and race day Sunday. You can also just go on the Sunday, £28 a ticket it is. I'd advise if you're gonna, it works out cheaper if you're gonna go down there and buy the weekend ticket. It's only £10 more and you get 2 extra days, loads of testing, loads of practice and obviously qualifying. So yeah, the track itself is absolutely massive. If any of you have ever been, you'll know. If those who haven't been, well, I suggest that you go down and have a look for yourself. It is really good. There's if you like the exercise, there's plenty of walking. It's like I say, it's miles of a track and loads of terraces, loads of seating. It got hot, obviously. On the Saturday it was really hot and we got into the stands and took a bit of shelter, which was nice. The food was good. Obviously drinks, if you want to save money, because it is a bit expensive, just take your own stuff. We took loads of water obviously because it was really hot, and we did think that it was a bit more expensive. I mean, some of the tracks are owned by different owners. Silverstone's owned by the British Racing Drivers Club, and we thought it was dearer than the MSV tracks like Brands Hatch, Alton Park, Cadwell. They seem a tad cheaper. Whether it was a coincidence, I don't know, but everything seemed to be a couple of quid dearer for your burgers, your chips and stuff like that. But saying that, the food was good. It wasn't rubbish and you think, oh, I've been ripped off, even though it was expensive. So what did we see? Well, we saw loads of action. We saw Jason O'Halloran get knocked off in the first race on the final lap by his teammate Taz McKenzie, and we also saw Scott Redding get knocked off by Honda's Racing Andrew Irwin. A lot of discussion about that on social media. Did he knock him off? Did he, was it accident? To me, I watched the footage and I think that he knocked him off. Whether he's being targeted because he's a MotoGP rider, I don't know. That's up for discussion, I suppose, but I hope it's not going to be like that for the rest of the season, because it spoilt it for me. It's some really good racing. First race, Taz McKenzie came first, Josh Elliott, which was a big surprise on the OMG Suzuki, came second, and Scott Redding came third. Taz McKenzie got dropped to second because obviously he knocked his teammate off. I think that was an accident. He seemed quite upset about knocking his teammate off, so basically he got put to second. Josh Elliott got his first race win, and Scott Redding moved from fourth up to third, so he got a podium place. In the second race, Taz had a point to prove, so he literally ran the race, nearly most of it actually, and got the win. Josh Elliott again, another good result for him. He came second, and Danny Buckham of the FS3 Kawasaki, came third. Had good pace all weekend, did really well. Could have probably got up there in the first race, but made a mistake, and which cost him. But the second race, no mistakes, came third, got on the podium. Poor Scott Redding didn't get any points, obviously because he got knocked off. Poor Jason Halloran, he didn't get any points because in the second race his bike started smoking, he came off track, and that was the end of his weekend, so no points there. And also a big surprise was Josh Brooks, Redding's teammate. In the first race, electrical I think, and it just cut out, stopped working. And then on the second race he was doing alright actually, working his way up the pack, and started throwing liquid all over the track. So that was him out, no points scored. Other people did well. Christian Iden did well, and Tommy Bridewell on the other Ducati, he did really well. Oxford this year I think it is, and he got up to fourth. So yeah, really good weekend, really good racing. In the Super Sport 600, Storm Cersei, another one that I follow, did really well. Started on the grid I think 10th and 11th and got up to 4th place. Had a really good strong race, so really happy for him. First time on a 600. He's come up from the younger class onto a bigger bike and looks really comfortable on it, on the WD-40. So we had a walk about, we had lunch, and then we did some more walking, more racing, more lunch, everything. Really action-packed weekend. There's something going on every 15-20 minutes. It's like I say, it's non-stop, so you're not sat around being bored. What we did in between races, we probably went for a mooch, went to the toilet, you know, all that. All the facilities are there. There's loads of things going on behind the scenes. It's not just on the track. There's loads of trade stands, bike stalls, all that stuff for the kids. I mean, if you're interested, get the kids down there. Get yourself down there. Really good weekend. All right, yeah, the weather helped, and it's lovely when it's sun shining. But overall, a really good weekend. Really enjoyed it, and got to be on the telly. So what more can I say? We're off to Oulton Park next. I'll do a little review on Oulton Park. That's an MSV track, so obviously I'll have some different thoughts about that. Been a few times to Oulton Park because it's quite local to us. So, but yeah, it's very accessible as well. What I like about it, with some of the F1s and the MotoGPs, it's not accessible. You can't get near people. You know, they're all behind closed doors. Well, this isn't. This is, you can walk down back of the paddocks, you see people. We saw Ryan Vickers, we bumped into Danny Buchan, Scott Redding, Josh Brooks, they're all there, Dean Harrison, and yeah, it's really good. I'll show you a little bit of footage. I'll not bore you too much, but yeah, you can get down there, other than getting in the garage, which you know, unless you've got a special invite you can't get in, but you can go everywhere, and it's really good. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and like I say, we're going to Oulton Park, and I'll do a little review on that, let you know, and hopefully Scott Redding will pick up some more points. So for now, like I say, if you liked it, please give us a like, please subscribe. We're going to try and cover all the season this year, or as much as I can, and hopefully the weather will get better. Okay, see you later. Have a good week.